Soul Garden.
Hello my friends, the Act 3 Video Orbit Report and now Audio Report on MP3 are both available at soulmart.me. You can dive deep into restoring justice in Libra and those deep boundaries we're cutting in Scorpio, plus information on the solar eclipse, all available at soulmart.me. Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your soul story together. Well, the sun now is in Libra. That is the sign of giving and receiving, ruled by Venus. That means we're all upgrading our justice and sense of fairness. We'll move from step 6 to step 12 this week. And this is basically at the high end potential for justice, which is why the world may be in a lot of negotiations right now. Now the moon will zip through Leo and Virgo, and then we have a new moon in Libra right away on Friday. Pretty powerful. And Saturday we're kind of having fun with that. The moon signs that are most affected by this in the light are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. But the moon signs on the dark side of the moon are Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, moon signs that might be affected that way. Now, looking at the planets and how they affect our orbits, the chakras most affected, I think, of course, are the heart chakra. We got lots going on there. And with the moon in light cast day in Libra, that is a throat chakra light cast. So people might have issues with their voice, issues with their throat, that sort of thing. Of course, Black Lilith and Jupiter are kind of wreaking havoc in the solar plexus, and that will be the case for a full year. And the sun is basically throat chakra and third eye and above, due to the fact that we're moving the sun in Libra and Scorpio now. So, people have congestion issues or migraine issues. This is where it kind of manifests right now. Now, looking at the planets themselves, we've got this trine going on from Black Lilith in Cancer up to Saturn, which means as you grow up and draw lines with yourself, you're doing instant karma upgrade, which is really nice, and getting past the past, I think, forever. Also, this may hold up business on Earth. This is a grand square or grand cross, however you look at it. But what it is forcing justice on Earth. The sun is opposing Uranus and Aries, and that is a battle between ego, fairness, and justice. But also tied up are our emotions, with Black Lilith trying to end the past and Pluto trying to change the rules. So things are moving forward in a big way on Earth, but on the inside of our lives, we are changing, and I have those details, of course, in each of your scopes. And then lastly, we've got this Black Lilith Grand Trine. So underneath all this non-movement on Earth, officially with business or legal or whatever, is unofficial, pure movement on the inside. This is the emotional currents going on. So as you draw boundaries with yourself with Saturn and Scorpio, you are instantly kind of ascending up with Neptune retrograde, so you're learning and spiritually able to find higher peace with yourself or greater sense of self-compassion, and that allows you to cut away Black Lilith at the bottom, cut away the emotional past, cut away basically your emotional karma, all right? So for the details of you and the specifics of you, we've got to take the ascension elevator up, so I'll see you upstairs at 33,000 feet.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Namaste, Virgos and Virgo risings, the soul healers, and welcome to the new 33,000 feet. Do you like flying through the clouds this way? I am so grateful to have you up here. We're going to be talking about the sun in Libra and what that means. In fact, it's a pretty intense time for Virgos and Virgo risings because it's time to manifest abundance. And you may feel like, where is it? I worked so hard on it and it's not coming yet. And a lot of it has to do with Saturn and Scorpio and having the right attitude. Your mind might be blocking it. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But also a lot of it has to do with being fair to yourself. And see, Virgos are very quickly, and Virgo risings, ones to give away in order to get later. But one of the things you cannot do, I've learned in manifestation, is you cannot get later, you must get today. So it's like, I will trade you this apple for that orange. Not, I will give you my apple and I will sit here hungry, waiting one day when you have an orange. Okay? Being unfair to yourself. That's why Libra is there. So most Virgos I know, and Virgo risings, who can't manifest what they want, are not being fair to themselves, and they're also writing checks for the future, not the present. And that's where the opposition is. Where to draw the line? At what point do I say no? And what point do I say no to myself? That's Uranus and Aries. And Virgos are very, the one spot that you're arrogant is your boundaries. That's why you're the virgin. That's because an Aries is guarding the sex chamber. That's why you can stay virgin, because you got an Aries guarding your boundaries. So the thing is that when you are trying to be cool or make money or open up to things, you've got this Aries warrior guarding your virginity, trying to keep you pure. And the truth is that none of us are pure, honey. We're all thousands of years old. And secondly, your strength can be in the way of yourself. So what we're working on is first eliminating self-esteem issues, the first part of this transit, and then stepping into how to manifest, how to stay in balance and manifest from that sense of balance and stay in that sense of fairness. Virgos are very fair, but they're just not fair themselves. So starting off, we are moving on values. What is valuable? What is your self-esteem? What is your soul capital? Do you feel valuable with certain things in your life or not? And then we move into production this week, the ability to manifest based on that invisible value in yourself, to take that invisible value and to have a sparkle in your eye. And that sparkle is why people go, I believe in you, kid. I'm going to give you a try. Now the sun this week moves from step 7 to step 12, so you're going to be on your knees praying on Sunday, and by the end of the week going, whoa. And what is that in technical speak? That is that if you do everything right, you'll be manifesting and trying to get on top of your success or the beginnings of it by the end of the week. That's the whoa. And on Friday, we have Lightcast Day. It's 11, which is the Virgo holy number, 1111, by the way. And so this Lightcast Day, in a way, is kind of a nod and a grin, I think, to the Virgos that they're going to manifest and really heal because it's speaking your language. Now, Saturn in Scorpio is the mind game part. And when it comes to mind games, the Virgos who succeed are the ones who get over their mind game issues. The Virgos who will not succeed at this time will be the ones who let their minds hold them up. Mercury has now come to the table, so you have all the faculties you need to get on top of your mind game. The North Node at 8 says, cut out the crap. 8 degrees. Cut out the crap. Do not let your mind go to the past and stay there. Saturn at step 10 says, also love and trust. Do not let yourself go into poor mind games. And Venus way at the top at 20 says, hey, be willing to open and receive ideas of passion, high-ended ideas. So it's not just not thinking negatively, it's opening up to great, passionate, creative exchange of ideas, etc. For Libras and Libra risings, this is the mind game. And in many ways, the mind game is what's holding back potential to make money. Your mind is what's at the end maybe hitting delete. So looking at this week, things to keep in mind, to be mindful of. First of all, Jupiter in Cancer, that's the expansion of your public reputation. Love and trust, you know what it is. Be clear on what you're going for and just go for it. So no more second guessing social agendas. Go for what you know already. Love and trust your mind, says Saturn in Scorpio. Don't go back there. Uranus retrograde at 10 degrees says, hey there. When it comes to where you draw the boundaries, love and trust what you know so far. So that means Uranus is saying don't budge on current boundaries this week. It's the values that are going to change, not the boundaries. And then Neptune at 3 degrees retrograde is saying when it comes to the way to treat yourself, be compassionate and consult God. So whenever you talk to yourself, bring Jesus with you or whoever your spiritual service provider is, okay? So on Sunday, the moon is in Leo, and so it's an interfaith, test of interfaith on Sunday, test of interfaith on Monday. In that test of interfaith, you are trying to figure out where to stand in self-esteem because we're in the beginning stages still of Sun and Libra. So this is patching up the areas where you sell yourself short before you open up the lemonade stand. You walk out feeling insecure about your lemonade before customers come by. And when you do that, no one's going to buy your lemonade. All right? So it's about cleaning up your own inner integrity, especially spiritually, 29th and 30th of September. And then October 1st, it's stop time. The moon comes out. The sun comes out to play, the moon crosses into Virgo. You feel like the sun's come out. And it's time to decide at this point, okay, what's not going in the lemonade. It's time to decide what you will not let your self-esteem decay to. It's time to decide what needs to go that's in the way of self-esteem and soul capital. It's time to decide what kind of negative talk you're going to end with yourself. And remember, when it comes to changing boundaries, your overall principles are you need to be strong and stubborn at this time, says retrograde Uranus. So Tuesday is a lot of commitment. Maybe even a commitment to not take a job. Maybe you're turning down jobs. Maybe you're going to say give notice to your current job because you know you're going to get a new job. So jobs count in this finance manifestation transit. Then on Wednesday, it's taking action. The moon's in Virgo. You're sunny and cool. You're full of yourself. You're righteous. You're strong. You're confident. Go for it. The universe is playing your tune and saying go for it. On Thursday, you're loving and trusting that whatever it is you cut away from when it came to self-esteem issues will not bite you in the astro. And on Thursday, this is the point where you are feeling this temptation to change the boundaries, change the rules, cheat, move something, and you don't want to do that. You want to hold and love and trust that your boundaries are correct. You want to love and trust that your soul capital, self-esteem manifestation work so far is correct. Do not make a change at this point, even though the moon in Virgo is making you feel like you could. Then on Friday, it's Light Cast Day, the most powerful day of the month to manifest. This is the day where you can now add to your manifestation if you want to change things. You want to love and trust that you can manifest, and you want to aim for what your heart really wants. So this is the day where you in spiritual practice say, universe, I am ready for this. Abundance in this way, in that way. Be specific, be visual. All those things you learned. And hold that space on Friday Light Cast Day. Very powerful one. It's at 11:11 energy, so that is Virgo. So the universe, there's no excuse for Virgos not to get what they want on this Light Cast Day. It will take a while for it to come, by the way, but you should put it out there. Saturday, you are feeling. I think you're feeling positive. I think the moon is still in Libra, so you're feeling optimistic. It's definitely a good shopping day. Saturday be a good shopping day. Don't spend what you don't have, but you might really go out and just want to feel like that $1 million. You know what I always say, you must feel like $1 million in order to manifest $1 million. So Saturday is about feeling that $1 million. So let's take a quick sneak peek at next week. And here we go. Looking at next week, and this is Witecki Theater premiering here, we're going to have Quantum Breakthrough on Sunday, Love Fest Day the following Tuesday, and then you are committing to something you want to manifest by that following Thursday. That's all next week. And we have a couple new features here in the horoscopes. First, I'm going to take you down to earth and show you a couple of things for an announcement. And then at the end, here in Witecki Theater, I've got a serious joy toy. And this is a little gift that I give to you to think about, something to play with. So I'll be back here in just a minute. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Witecki Theater, the serene environment I've created for meditations and products, including the Act 3 Orbit Report. And that's what I'm talking about today. For just $11.11, I will guide you for over 30 minutes on Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, giving you a nice forecast of what's to come. And believe it or not, on 11/11/2013, there'll be a lot of change. You have to watch or listen to find out. So please help us by downloading your copy at soulmart.me. And now to your serious joy toy. Namaste, Virgos and Virgo risings. And now it's time to wrap up with the serious joy toy. This is kind of like an affirmation, I guess. Someone give affirmations. No, I don't want to give affirmations. I want to give toys. Serious joy toys. And serious joy toys are a toy to play with, something to chew on, something to play with, to keep you on the right track and to keep you lubricated and loose in the right way. And this is a gift I give to you at the end of your horoscope in the Witecki Theater environment, which is where the Act 3s are shot, by the way. And here it is. What if you took this week a piggy bank with you and you gave yourself 25 cents for every good deed? In other words, every time you are proud of yourself or you think something's valuable, put a quarter into a piggy bank jar. You know, you've heard of swear jars and things like that. This is totally proactive and positive in the sense of what would be good and positive. And so literally get yourself some quarters. I don't care if it's 2 times a nickel. And for a whole week, if it's nothing else, in virtual credit on your iPhone or on your Google device, but give yourself a credit for every time you deserve credit for something. Just a quarter. Doesn't matter how big. Doesn't matter if you saved the Dalai Lama for drowning or if you helped an old lady across the street. Quarter, quarter, quarter for every time you've done something valuable. That's your serious joy toy for the week. All right, Virgos, I will see you in 7 days. I love you. Namaste, and live, love, be. I'm convinced at this ripe age of 22 that so funny. Actually,